Morning guys, Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training. We don't have a mic on yet. I still got to work that out. Somehow it went offline. I've got to figure out why. But we've got Steve out here. Steve is about a 4-month-old Cane Corso, a new convert to 10. And Canes are a different breed. They get very large. They also have a prone to be reactive and have all kinds of problems based on how people again perceive the animal, right? The dog is a great dog with home and family. He's so loving and so giving in that regards that people tend to forget that there may be a day that they need to go out and manage this animal. So I want to talk about that a little bit today in regards to development of your puppy. Real important, sit down here so you can see my face. Real important that you do what I'm doing right now, socialization, people, places, things, and do the job in such a way that you're trying to build strength and confidence within the animal. And we do that with a lot of different methods that we use. You'll hear me talking about it all the time, agility, confidence building. But one of the things, that this is more of a dog that's about 120, 150 pounds. They get huge. And so that body size and everything, they're more prone to be a little bit more sedate than other dogs like my herders, right? That are so full of energy, like the Malinois and things like that, that it's not hard to get them into the right state of mind. But I find if you really do the job and do it right when they're puppies like this, that if you get them excited and you build drive, and it's part of their whole, when they're small, when they're young, because this is a part of their drive states when they're young anyway. So get excited, get really into toys, get into, and really get that imprinted where that's a normal emotional state of mind that they go to on a regular process, so that you have it to work with when they develop and lose that a little bit with age. If you don't catch it when they're young and you don't catch that high energy outflow and excitement in the animal when they're young, you may never get them to do it. Example of that is another one that's always being done within the working dog people that go out and do a lot of the trials and sports and things. It's real common nowadays to have this high prancy prance. And you'll hear a lot of trainers say it's genetic, but here's what I found. If you can catch it when they're young and you can convey the thought to them that you want their feet up and they're excited when they're young, you're going to be able to get it to stick and you have a lot less problem. If you try to do it when they're older, you're going to miss it and you may never get a dog to prance and be that high stepping that I call it high stepping, right? So that's the thing. Catch it when they're young, get real exuberant and try to get enthusiastic with your voice tone and your body language, everything to create what you're after in the animal, to get it to be there, and then get it when they're in that young stage, like he's only 4-month-old puppy, right? So that when they get older, that you have that to work with. If you miss it, you may never get it back again. I've got a dog, Marco, Dutch Shepherd, and I didn't catch it when he was young, and I'm not so prone to really give a hoot, to be honest with you, because I don't believe in it. I think it's something that's our ego that we want on the show trials, right? And it makes us look good. A lot of them are new people that are just getting, and they're getting people that are very good at this because they've been in the IGP or in the sports long enough that they're going to be accenting this, right? And I don't agree with it, because I want a dog to be a personal protection dog, a companion dog. I don't need him to have his feet up in the air and prancing. I do want him to have a focused heel though, so I work on that. So as long as the dog's head's up when I ask for it, that's good enough, right? And then most of it's just with me. I want a regular heel, the dog's on a heel, and I'd rather have his brain out in front, because I'm going to turn him into a personal protection dog, a companion dog. I don't need this fancy shit that they do on the show, on the trial field, right? No harm, no foul against them, but that's the criteria of a sport, and it's a social type of thing. It's become the fad. It's become, and in reality, in my mind, I don't think it's something that's very good for the dog, because they're in a posture that's going to create problems as time goes along. And I think we're going to hear about it more and more as time goes along, and I really feel that in 5-10 years from now, that may fade and not be such a big fad or a social type of thing that people want to see this out there. It looks good, don't get me wrong, but it's not functional. What do you got? What you got? You got a stick. You got a stick. Ooh, what is that? You take that off the truck? Okay, come here. Here. Up, come on. Up. There you go. Good boy, good. Now, we went to the park yesterday with Steve is his name. Kind of a good classic name. This is Steve. Hi, Steve. Yay, good boy. And we went to the park. I got really excited, running all over the place with him, getting a lot of fun. But with these guys, they also have a tendency to be, right now he's into a crow that's over here picking up the food that I feed. And they also tend to be very distracted by a lot of things, which is true with most puppies. But things like his diet, he's slipping that because he's so distracted with all the stuff going on around him. He's not eating as good as he should. So I'll get his diet up. I'll buy me a little bit of wet dog food today to put on top of it and get that up. What do you got? He says, I see a crow. I want to go get that crow. I want to go get him. Steve, yep, Steve, good boy, good, there you go, good boy. There you go. Not wanting the hot dogs. Because he ate this morning. See, these little things, right? Little things. If he's not food motivated, we got to try to create that because we want to get that food motivation to be up. We will as time goes along. He's in for training, so I'm more worried about his health. Yeah, food going in, coming out the other end, all that stuff is important. Yep. Good dog. Good. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. That's a boy. That's good. There you go. Good boy. Good. There you go. So this excitement that you see me creating with how I act, that's what's important, right? Good boy, good, because it'll get it to stick, and I'll have that to use as he gets older and starts to get more sedate because his size and his mental attitudes change with development. When you can catch this, you heard of the zoomies, right? What causes that? A puppy being young, with the way their brains work when they're young, their maturity at that age, give you all that energy, right? So catch it while you can, I guess, is my biggest point. Yep. Good. Oh, good dog. Good. There you go. Good dog. Good. He doesn't want the hot dogs, so I'm not going to worry about that because he won't take them. So we're just going to go to this. Get it. Good boy. Good. My little soft tug from Skull Hattie. Let's go. Good boy. Good. Good. So that's my most important thing I care about. Again, as usual, it's not just heel, sit down, stay. Teaching a dog a behavior, to me, is a lot easier than getting the dog's head to be in the right place for you to be able to use as you develop the animal. Right? Good boy, good. Good boy, that's good. Yeah. Oh, good boy. He likes it. He likes that, huh? He likes that. Oh, good boy, good. So I want to do a lot of this play. Wherever I take him out, get him high on this play toy and get his exuberance to be up to those levels that I want to be able to use as I go along. Again, where's the dog's head at in the work? Go get it. Oh, good boy, good. There you go. Good boy. Just as important, if not more important, is where's the dog's head at in the work as you start to develop the behaviors you want. Behaviors, heel, sit, down, stay. That's different than what I accent all the time is where's the dog's head at in the work. If you put the dog's head in the right place and get him to have the right attitude, good boy, good, there you go, good boy, good, there you go, good boy, up there you go, good boy. You'll have that to be able to use. You hear about it all the time. You get a high drive dog, it's what they call a twitchy dog, real fast, like my old Dutch Shepherd. Good boy, good. They, once you get that in there and imprinted, you have to use for the rest of the dog's life. You can take them there real easy just by going high pitch, getting squirrely. Good boy, good. Good boy, good. Yes. Good boy, good. Good boy, good. Yes, good boy, good. That's my boy. Oh, hut. Good. Now, a lot of people see me putting the dog on my leg and letting him ride my body. All that stuff is contextual, meaning I don't play in the house with it. I let him go lay down, and we don't have as much play in that house as I would out here, right? That way he's always staying calm. We do that especially with the Malinois, Dutchies, things like that, because we want to make sure we have an off switch. Good boy, good. Yeah, good boy, good. There you go. Good boy, there you go. Good boy. Good boy. So you see me putting a lot of emotional energy into the animal in this regards, because I want to imprint this. I want to get him to always be thinking this way when we go onto the field, go to the park, bring him out. This is the first thing we're going to be doing, and for a while until I get these states of mind where I want them. Emotional states of mind. Where's the dog's head at in the work? One of the most biggest things that you can take away from what I put out with my accent points. Every trainer has little accent points they put out when they put these videos out. They're trying to accent different things. But for this guy, being the breed that he is, having a tendency to be more sedate and kind of just slow, methodical, that we want to compensate, and we want to catch it when they're young. Yep, good boy, good, yeah, go. Good boy, Steve, good. Up. Good boy, Steve, good boy. All right, the other thing, when you're doing this, don't go overboard. Learn to quit ahead of time when he's still got that emotional state of mind. Don't keep doing it until he gets bored and he wants to go lay around, right? Catch him when he's frisky and then take it away and end it. A lot better to do short and sweet little snippets that you keep doing and you keep building like a snowball than doing it to the point where now he gets tired and he wants to, and you let that dog end where his state of mind is in a different place. Always leave the state of mind where you want it. His emotional states of mind. So we do it short and sweet, we end it. Next time we come out, we do the same thing till he get that snowball will start to build and build, and now he'll have the drive that'll keep building for you, right? So, and then realize a lot of people are impatient. They don't want to wait. It takes time for things to come together, and every dog is different. I've got a Dutch Shepherd over there that's got a lot of driving stuff, but his mental state of mind hasn't been where I wanted it for a long time. He's just starting to get to doing things that I want. He's 1.5 years old. And I try to tell the owner and a good friend of mine that I'm working the dog for, be patient. Take your time. Realize it'll happen. It just takes time. You got to learn to not try to push. Not try to push and not try to try too hard, because then the dog senses that and they'll shut down on you in that regard. Good boy, Steve. Huh, Steve? Huh? Yeah, good boy. And then with this breed, with the Connies, work real hard to do your socialization, people, places, things, making sure he's at that point now. He just loves people. He's chasing heels. Every time he sees somebody, he's willing to get petted. But this changes with his development. So you need to make sure that just because I do this now, I'm going to be having him for a month period of time, and I do this, it's not over with yet. He's going to go through fear periods. He's going to have times where that behavioral will change with time if you don't stay on top of it. You're not going to stop. People ask me all the time, how long does it take you to train that dog? It never ends. You're always doing it, right? So just because he gets a month now and then goes home and you think that I never have to socialize them again, bullshit. He's going to change. He's going to mature. There's all kinds of things going to happen with where his head's at, and it's all about his environment. How the owners treat him, what they do with him is going to make a tremendous difference. I just ran into somebody they're very popular dogs that was at the Tractor Supply yesterday, and they said they had a big old boy about 150 pounds, his home. Do you ever take him anywhere? Oh, I did when he was puppy, I don't anymore. Well, bottom line, I can almost guarantee you that dog's gonna come out of the house, out of the yard, and he will now be aggressive, reactive, going out. There'll be all kinds of problems because it didn't stay on him. It never ends, right? You never stop working your animal. And realize that they go through all kinds of changes as they mature. They don't stay the same puppy, right? They change, they mature, and your job is to keep keeping that clay. He's more receptive to everything right now than he ever will be as a puppy. More malleable. That clay is malleable. And as he gets older, that becomes a difference, and you need to stay on it. You never quit, right? So just because I'm doing all this work now, to the owner, realize that you guys need to stay on this and keep it up. Don't let this just go, and since I did it, and think the dog's going to be great with people, because he is now. Your lifestyle, your environment that you start to let take hold as time goes along and he starts changing in maturity will take hold, and you will have everything will be wrong, right? He'll start getting reactive. All kinds of little things will happen because you don't take the dog out and you don't keep working the dog. But if you keep doing it and always have this be a part of his lifestyle, he'll never be a bad dog, you know, and get to a lot of these problems that we see with these breeds. They're very consistent in their behavioral problems because people are human and they do the same things. And they don't realize that if they don't get out and work the dog, don't do what they need to, this dog's going to grow into a monster, right? And then you try to hand me the keys when he's a year and a half years old. You say, can you fix it? It's not that you can't fix it. It's that the dog will never be the dog that you could have had if you would have kept working at it, right? It takes work. If you're gonna get a dog of this stature and not do anything, no, phooey. No, I said no, didn't I? Huh? Good boy, good. Then why get a dog, right? To me, I look at a dog as being a functional creature that I can use for all kinds of things that I want to have functionality and enjoy that dog in my lifestyle, right? I want to be able to go to a restaurant, put him on a downstay below the table. I want to be able to have a dog that's very part of my life. Why would I want anything else? It just sits home and be a couch potato, and then I've got all kinds of behavioral problems because it's my fault. I didn't do the right things, right? All right, I'll let you go. Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, and new convert. Up, up, good boy, come on, let's go. There you go, good boy, that's good. There you go, that's my boy, Steve. That's my boy, good. There you go. You notice what I'm doing? Grabbing that jowl, giving hard pats. There's a famous saying in dog training, you get what you pet. In other words, when you pet a dog and you treat him a certain way, if you oh my little snookums, and you're always foo-fooing the dog, you don't expect him to do anything for you. You let him be a couch potato. Then you end up with a neurotic mess with all kinds of problems. And believe me, I shouldn't even probably say anything to you about it. Why? I make a lot of money off of all you idiots out there that don't do the right things with their dogs. And if that offends you, I apologize, but there's a lot of idiots in the world. I'll talk to you later. You have a good day. Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, and Steve.